today we're going to make Brazilian cheese bread. And this bread is unusual because, well, compared to the ones we've already made, because it does not have any yeast in it and it does not have a resting time. So you'll have to try and figure out how you think it gets poofy without any yeast. The ingredients might give you a clue. We're going to need some milk and some oil. We need a special kind of flour. This is tapioca flour. They have it at ShopRite or King's. If you can't find that one, the gluten-free flour, as long as it doesn't have regular wheat in it, it should work. This one's made from tapioca. This one has almond flour and tapioca flour and a couple other things in it. Whichever one you can find will be fine, just not regular flour. We need Parmesan cheese, we need mozzarella cheese, we need eggs, and we need salt. And the first thing that we're going to do is heat up our oil and our milk. So it says I need 1/2 cup of oil. So I'm going to fill it up to the half level. I'm going to put it in a pot because we need to heat this up on top of the stove. There's 1/2 cup of oil. And I can use my same measuring cup for the milk, but I need 1 whole cup of milk. That's going to be up to that one. I always look at it from the side to make sure it's in the right spot. A little more. There we go. All right, we're gonna go heat this up on the stove. We're gonna bring it just to a boil and then we're gonna turn it off and bring it back over here. While we're waiting for the milk and the oil to heat up, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I already put our tapioca flour in the bowl. It calls for 24 ounces, which is about 3 cups. And you'll notice tapioca flour is much whiter and softer than the flour we've been using. It feels kind of like baby powder that you might put on your body. There's a reason why it has to be this kind of flour. So you can get the 3 cups of the tapioca flour or the gluten-free flour ready in your bowl for the next step. So we're gonna heat this just until it boils. I see a few bubbles starting. I think it's just about ready. So I'm gonna pour my warm oil and milk in with the flour. A grown-up should probably help you with this part. First, I'm gonna stir it with a spoon. I definitely don't want to put my hands in there yet because I can tell it's still really warm. I'm gonna stir it together with a spoon until it's cooled off, and then I'm gonna use my hands to mush it together like Play-Doh before I add all the other ingredients. But wait until it's cool enough first. All right, it's not too hot anymore, so I'm gonna knead this mixture together. This is just the tapioca flour and the oil and milk. I'm gonna mush it together until it looks like Play-Doh. And then I'm gonna add my other ingredients. All right, okay, my other ingredients are 4 eggs, and I've left the eggs out on the counter for a while because even though it doesn't say this in the recipe, I learned from someone who makes this kind of bread quite a bit that if the eggs are room temperature, it works a little better. So if they've been cold in the fridge, it's not a big deal. But if you can remember to leave them out for a little while, try to do that. So there's 1. Four eggs. We need just a few pinches of salt. So I usually pour a little into my hand. That looks good. And now we need 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. If you put a little extra in, oh look at that, it was the perfect amount. 1 cup of Parmesan cheese and about 10 ounces of mozzarella cheese. You can use any kind of shredded cheese that you have. I threw in a little bit of cheddar cheese in there too. It's about 1.5 cups mozzarella and just a little bit of cheddar from my fridge. Okay, now's the fun part. Now you have to knead all of this together to make our dough. Even the eggs. All right, we'll see you back when it's ready to be rolled. Okay, so my dough, I ended up putting a little bit more of tapioca flour in there because it was a little wet. And sometimes it comes out so that you can roll it into balls. Ours was pretty sticky, so I used a spoon instead, and I put it on a sheet that has a silicone mat on it. If you don't have one of these, make sure you spray your sheet with cooking spray first. We're gonna put them in the oven at 350 degrees and we'll see how they come out. Okay, this was about, 18 or 20 minutes, I think. And they look just about ready. Okay, Marin's gonna try them for us.
Ah.